Hi, good morning, all of you. Namaste, Vanakkam, Jalsa bhai. Okay, good morning, happy morning, happy morning. Oh, bonjour, bonjour. Okay. Hi, friends, good morning. Hakuna Matata. Suprabhat, Tushar. Requesting all of you to please switch on your cameras, please. Yes, Someshwar, and I can bet for that. Jai Jinendra, Ronak. Now, what is this new Buenos Dias? Jai Jalsa bhai. Oh, it is good morning in Spanish. My goodness, you should be teaching me Tamil, Telugu. What will I do by learning Spanish? They should be learning Hindi and Sanskrit. Huh? I know once. Sir, Telugu, you don't know. I'll learn. I want to learn. See, Kalai Vanakkam, sir. Kalai Vanakkam, is that correct? And it's Telugu, it is Swagatam, Suprabhat. Okay. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, I know already. I have seen many Sadhguru videos on YouTube. So I know he always says this. Namaskaram. Pranam, pranam. Jai Shri Krishna. ठीक है. So you keep on teaching me all these things, okay? Jai Chirag, Jai Sai Praneeth. All right. So friends, in our previous lecture, as you know, first of all, we are going really good. We have already completed chapter number 3, isn't it? In our previous lecture, we completed chapter number 2 also. Now, let me tell you, friends, we are going to learn today chapter number 4. Very interesting topic. I'm sure when you look at the name of the topics, it will be exciting in itself. Right, so I'm going to share all the name of the topics today. Yeah, that's the last chapter. Arun, I think if this is the case, 2 hours, I don't think it will be the same scenario in the next week. So around 4 to 5 lectures, I think we should be in a position to complete your syllabus. Right, so if I get proper lectures in the next week itself, so I think that will be the last one. Okay, so that you can start revising economics also along with all other subjects that you are already doing. Right, so plan accordingly. Yeah, don't worry, you need not miss me. I will always keep you reminding through my Instagram videos and everything. I will keep you reminding. Okay, I'm launching, then I'll be coming on YouTube also. I'll not give you an opportunity to miss. Don't worry. Till your last day of examination, everything related to economics, I'll keep on bugging. Numericals are pending. Why to fear when Chirag is here, Rishabh? Right? So why are you worried, my friend? I'm here now. I'll help you. Why to worry? Okay. So don't worry. I'll take care of your numericals or whatever you have. Okay. That's my responsibility, not yours. You just relax. So now you must be seeing a screen in front of you. We are going to use minimal, writing today because I have got PPT to make you understand few things. So in this chapter, I'll be teaching you only from that. However, for the time being, let's begin. Yes, Someshwar. I've asked my students to give it to me. So once we get it, definitely. Okay. Jay is asking, will you be sharing the file to refer in the future? Actually, no. I will tell you the reason also. See, I don't mind sharing it with you. Okay. Don't think that, I'm trying to protect what I have created. No, it's not like that. It's there on public platform also. But I don't want you to refer that. That should be referred only for teaching, not for studying. For studying, study whatever you are already having. That is class notes, JKSE material or ICI material that we are referring, or whatever I ask you to write down. Only that much. Okay. Why I'm showing PPT? For the only purpose is I have collected few images that I wanted to show. So that's why I can present it properly. Usually I always show images wherever it is possible. I show you videos, but for that I have to surf online. Here the only thing is I need not surf it because it is already downloaded. That's the only difference. So don't worry about it. Hmm? Or else, one more additional notes. See, right now it looks like we are accumulating more notes. It is good, but it will become hectic for you to refer. That's why I'm not sharing. So this is not only for Jay, but for everyone, friends. Hmm? Okay. So let's begin. The name of the chapter that we are going to understand, students, it is chapter number 4, international trade. So you can give the heading, take a fresh page in your notebook, give the heading international trade. Now, international trade, friends, we are going to divide this into 5 parts. What are the 5 parts here? First one. Yeah. Theories of international trade. Second one is instruments of trade policy. Third one is going to be trade negotiations. Fourth one, exchange rate and its economic effects. Fifth and last one will be international capital movement. So if you see, friends, if I talk about unit wise, so this becomes the largest chapter in your syllabus, right? But don't worry, it is not that big. It's very easy. And why it is important for you? See, today, whatever businesses are growing or whichever startups have flourished in India in the past few years, they have not flourished because they were self-funded. They flourished because they were getting funding from abroad. Do you agree to this? How does FDI operate? How FPI works? How they invest? On which sector they can invest? Which sectors they are restricted? How much India is investing abroad? What are the reasons behind that? All these things we are going to understand in this chapter. $1 is equal to 75 rupees. Why 1 rupee is not equal to $75? There must be some reason, isn't it? What is that reason? How it fluctuates? What are the changes that we go through? All these things we are going to understand in this chapter. If you want to do trade, then who are the friendly nations for India? With whom do we trade? What are the various rules and regulations that India has to adhere, or every nation in the world follows for the purpose of trade? All these things are also part of this chapter. When you want to trade with the other countries of the world, there might be some rules and regulations that they will impose on you. Similarly, if you are importing something in India, then India must also be applying some rules and regulations. So what are that rules and regulations? That also we will understand here. Is international trade actually good for us? If yes, then why? If not, then why? That also we will understand. And who are the various economists who have given different theories of international trade? That also we are going to understand. So all these topics, students, I have explained you in the descending manner. Actually, I went from unit number 5 to unit number 1 while telling you. But you need not worry about that, because once we jump into that, you will understand. I came in descending manner because the last topic which I told is following in unit number 1. So today we are going to start with unit 1, that is theories of international trade. And I think we should be in a position to follow the same sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So theories of international trade, friends, will be further divided into 2 parts. What are that 2 parts? First one is going to be advantages and disadvantages of international trade. And second one is theories itself. So our first lecture of this particular chapter, we are going to understand what is international trade, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. Then surely we will be getting some time to discuss the theories also. I don't know, I'm not sure how many theories we should be in a position to complete today. I intend to complete around 2 or 3 if possible, if time permits, or else it is no hard and fast rule. Okay, as long as you are comfortable while studying and by hearting, I don't mind following whatever pattern is going on. So, but one thing which I would like to share with you, the advantages and the disadvantages. See, theories, when it comes to theories, when it comes to concept, I can explain and you can remember that. And I'm sure when you are writing that in your examination, my words, my examples will be flowing in your head. I'm very sure about it. If I talk about crowding out today, you will be able to remember what we spoke about crowding out. Am I right? Yes, no? Correct, Mahesh. When we talk about monetary policy or monetary policy committee also, see now 6 members. So all this concept I have, you don't even know, but it is already injected in your head. Okay. So if you have attended lecture, you remember all these things. But when it comes to points you need to by heart. I can explain the points, but you will have to take efforts into that. See, concept is something which I can explain and you will make you understand. Then you can write it in your own words. But points, my friends, points. When the answer is point based, little effort you will have to take. So advantages and disadvantages, there are going to be the points that we are going to discuss. Try to by heart those. Okay. So on that note, let's begin with this part, that is advantages and disadvantages. And one more thing, theories, how many theories do we have? So first theory is going to be mercantilist view. Then it is going to be absolute advantage, comparative advantage, Herxheyr and Ohlin theory, and new trade theory. So total 5 theory, students. Don't bother about the name. It is just, because I have by-hearted it very nicely, so I'm trying to show off. Okay, but don't worry about it. Just by the end of this unit, your knowledge and my knowledge will be at par. So there will be no option of showing off then. So I'm just trying to be cool. Right? Yeah, fancy names, right? We have done small parts of these theories in 12th standard. Okay, Ovia. So don't worry. If you have studied something about these theories, then it will be benefit for us. But if you have skipped this in your 12th standard, even if it was there, okay. So there is one popular Hindi song right now. I'm not sure if you listen to Hindi songs or no, but there is one popular song, ठुकरा के मेरा प्यार तू मेरा इंतकाम देखेगी, right? So this chapter is saying to you this time. At that time, you must have rejected this chapter. Now it has become IPS officer and come in front of you. Okay. So anyway, so friends, let's begin. I think you have already noted down this part. Okay. Yes, Rishabh. Okay. A new slide must be visible. Okay. Let's begin. So the first thing here in chapter number 4, it is theories of international trade. Now, when we talk about international trade, what is the meaning of international trade, students? It is basically exchange of goods and services as well as resources. Now, when I say exchange of goods and services, so this is nothing but products. And when I say resources, so these are nothing but factors. So it can be trade of products as well as factors between countries. It is different from domestic trade or internal trade, as you all are aware. Internal trade is within the geographical frontiers or the geographical boundaries of the country. Whenever it is cross-border transaction, it will be called as international trade. Friends, as compared to internal trade, international trade is slightly cumbersome, slightly having more ambiguities, or let's suppose rules and regulations. Some extra problems we can face in case of international trade as compared to internal trade, because the currency is different. There are lingual barriers, languages, people don't understand multiple currencies of the world. And even if they understand, they will not speak to you. For example, French people, they understand English. They can speak English, but they will not speak English. There is a difference, right? Switzerland also, same people. If you go to Switzerland, no, they will show you DDLJ, Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol photo on the Mount Titlis, but they will not speak in English or Hindi, even if they understand English. Okay, that is their attitude. We can't change that. So let it be, no problem. We are universal. Indians are spread everywhere in the world, so we need not be worried about that. Every hook and corner, you will find, Indians. Okay. One very nice thought came in my mind. I will share it with you. Okay. I once went to this place, Thailand. Okay. Yeah. So my wife is also here. She will also agree with what I'm saying. There was one Sardarji in Thailand. Okay. Who was standing. And there was one Thai person, the local. He came and he was asking the address to that Sardarji. And Sardarji was helping him. Go straight and take a right. Right? So, this is how we Indians are. We are spread everywhere in the world. So don't worry, you will never face that trouble. You just have to shout in Hindi something and you will get the response. Someone would say, okay. So international trade has been little difficult as compared to internal trade because of the language differences, because of currency differences. So just look at the second and the third point. It is the same thing. As distinguished between from the domestic trade or internal trade, which involves exchange of goods and services within the domestic territory of a country using domestic currency also. International trade involves transactions in multiple currencies. Now, compared to internal trade, of course, international trade will be having greater complexity. Why? Because it includes heterogeneity of customers and currencies. There is different legal system, business practices, political system. More elaborate documentation will be there, exchange rate risk will be there, complex procedures or formalities will be there. Students, out of these points, you have to just remember 2 to 3 points. Difference in language, difference in rules and regulations, difference in currency. I think these are three very simple points you can easily remember. So international trade is slightly difficult than internal trade because of the following reasons. And these are the three reasons. Understood? Next. So it is in the form of taxes, regulations, etc., etc. Okay, yesterday you had this in your exam. Wow. So I wish I would have taken this 2 days back. It would have been of great help, it seems. But no problem. I was not aware about it, or else I would have taken chapter number 4 first. Okay, no problem. Next. Now the overview of this particular chapter. You were always, you are already having this, about the advantages, disadvantages, and theories. You're already aware of. I've told you this, right? What exam? It was college exam, I think. College exam, Akshay. Which one? BCOM. Never say BCom. It sounds very average, right? So whenever your friends and families meet, you have to always say, they will come and ask you, they are how they are. They're normally panchayat, like poke their nose in everything. So they will come and ask you, what are you doing these days? Don't ask me. It's been tough time. Education, my goodness. I'm doing BCOM. And along with that, yeah, always, of course, chartered accountancy also. Wow. So talented. Wow. Right. So let them, have the flavor of their own words. Let's begin, friends. First one is advantages that we are going to understand. These are the 5 theories in theories that we will understand at that time only. So first point in advantages. Shall we begin? Give the heading in your notebook, advantages of international trade. Advantages of international trade. Switch. Oh, yeah. Now I think it's fine. Yeah. Thank you, Sumesh. Let's begin now, friends. First point, first advantage of international trade. It is augments the scope for mechanization and specialization. Please write down first point and then I will explain you. In advantages, first point, yes, Charan. Shweta, sure, I will show you that. Don't worry. First point, please write down. Augments the scope of mechanization and specialization. Ready? Don't bother about what is written in the left. Just look at the right part. Students, our teachers have always taught us in our school. I'm sure your teachers must have also taught. India is the agrarian economy. Agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Yes or no? All nonsense. Why? I will tell you real fact. Today, agriculture contributes only 14% of the national income. Okay. And it employs 55% of our employment. So 55% of the people who are working are generating 14% of the income. 18% of the employment comes from tertiary sector, service sector, but it generates 55% to the national income. Now you tell me, students, which option do you think it's better for country? First one or third one? Oh, sorry, first one or second one? Third one, I mean, say industrial sector, but it's okay. Leave it. Second option is better. So what is, backbone of Indian economy today? Is it agriculture? No. There was a time where agriculture was the primary occupation in our country. It used to contribute more to. Let's accept the facts, friends. We are struggling in agriculture. But as far as tertiary sector is concerned, India today is respected across the globe, be it IT services, be it financial services, be it e-commerce, be it any kind of services, because Indian services are considered as one of the best. Do you agree to this? Look at the amount of BPOs, KPOs, LPOs, TPOs coming into India. BPOs are business processing outsourcing, call centers. KPOs are knowledge processing outsourcing, the back offices. Legal processing outsourcing, they hire lawyers and get the work done by the lawyers. Then it is TPO, teaching processing outsourcing. I will be teaching here and this live telecast will be done in United States of America. So if I want to teach economics, I can teach to any student in the world today. That is TPO, right? So the time has come that we need to move from primary sector to tertiary sector. That is our potential. Sir, but there might be a thought which will come into your mind. Sir, but if everyone goes to tertiary sector, then who will remain in primary sector? See, I'm not saying that vacate primary sector, okay? I want primary sector to exist. But those who are not contributing, have you come across this word called as disguised unemployment? Disguised unemployment in primary sector is very high. Understanding? It is very high. That's the only reason in case of primary sector, we are not making enough profits today. So people should be becoming more skillful. How did we realize that tertiary sector is our strength? How was it possible for India to realize that? Greater GDP contributing more to the GDP is tertiary sector. You are right. But how did our GDP in tertiary sector grow? Are we giving services to only our country or what? It is only when we started exporting our services, that was the time we realized that yes, this is our main potential. So it helps us in analyzing our potential. It helps in mechanizing. It helps us in specializing in whatever we are good at. So if there is international trade, every country in the world can augment the scope for mechanization and specialization. Because of international trade, China realized that it can become a global factory. Because of international trade, India realized that India can become global service station. Because of international trade, Japan realized they can become the world's #1 automobile manufacturer. Because of international trade, Germany, Italy, and France realized they can become #1 in luxurious segment, be it in fashion, be it in retail, be it in food, Because of international trade, Switzerland realized their cheese is so valuable in the market. Their chocolates are so valuable in the market. Yes or no? You also have that, no? Gol. Ferrero Rocher. Now, I don't like that. That's a different story. I don't like spending so much of money. Swiss watches. Oh my God. Don't even remind me of Swiss watches. Right? It is so expensive. Perfumes. Whatever it is. Leave it. So I'm not into all these things. That's why I'm not able to comment on this thing. If you ask anything about fashion and everything, I'll not be able to comment. Very poor knowledge. Okay. Ask anything into economics, I can share. Perfume and all, I don't understand. I believe in spreading fragrance from my words, not by artificial water which is sprayed on human body. Right? Nice feeling I get after all these dialogues. Anyway, so that's augmentation, mechanization, and specialization. I hope you are very clear in this. Whatever is written here, it is not important. Okay, this is just time pass. Like I have copy pasted what is written already in your book, so don't bother about that. Next one, point number 2. Please write down. Diversification of exports. Diversification of exports. Now, if there is no international trade, we will be selling only to one country, yes or no? But today, because we are into international trade, we can sell to multiple countries in the world. And not only sell, we can also diversify our export. Different types of products can be sold in the entire world. Right? Friends, let me tell you, India is the only country on planet Earth where KFC sells veg burgers. India is the only country on planet Earth where McDonald's gives maximum vegetarian options. And not only that, they have separate kitchen for veg and non-veg, only in India. You will never find aloo tikki in United States of America. You will never find Mac veggies or pizza McPuff or, whatever their menu is. I don't know. This is like 5-6 years back I had McDonald's. So I don't remember much about that. French fries, I remember. Okay. So all these things, today they came into India, they adopted Indian cuisine, and according to Indian cuisine, they are selling the product. Same is with Pizza Hut, same is with Domino's, yes or no? So all these companies, students, they diversify their exports. Diversify their exports. Understood? So we can go for diversification of exports if we are into international trade. That is what it says. So that's very simple, I think. Next one. Point number 3. Please write down various ways to develop human resource. Yes, Shri. But I don't think that's a good thing, na, Shri? Like it's a loss for our country, right? Various ways to develop human resource. Now, do you think, students, if we enter into international trade, human resource will develop? Yeah. You become more knowledgeable when you attain global trade or global level of imports and exports you are doing. So our academic qualification improves, our professional expertise increases. So all these things are beneficial for human development. So various ways to develop human resource. So I'm going to share some picture with you. Okay, this is before and after international trade. See, so much of development you can see in human resources. I'll show one more. Actually, not the right time to show Shilpa Shetty picture. But this PPT I made before Raj Kundra was becoming naughty. Okay, so now I cannot say much about the PPT. I forgot to change the image. So this is, before and after human resource, sorry, before and after international trade. This is Connaught, Connaught Place, students, in Delhi. It's a very famous area, right? If you have ever been to Delhi, I'm sure you must have definitely visited Connaught Place. Then there is Red Fort, Lal Killa, we call it as. Then there is something called as Chandni Chowk. These are all very famous places in Delhi, right? So if you ever go there, do visit. So this is Connaught Place before international trade started in India, and after that. So there is a lot of development which is possible because of international trade. Next, point number 4. Please write down advancement of standard of living. Advancement of standard of living. Now, students, do you think because of international trade, our standard of living has improved? Yeah, a lot actually, isn't it? Now, if you ask your parents in your age, I mean, when they were in your age, did they get the same facilities that you are getting? See, today we are sitting in front of the laptops, and let me tell you, none of the laptops are made in India. Fortunately or unfortunately, we have to import only, right? So even if I don't like buying the foreign products, but I have no other option but to buy them, correct? But of course, it has developed our standard of living by leaps and bounds. Today, we wear good clothes, eat foreign food, purchase expensive cars. We go for tours. Now, if I ask you which is your favorite destination, so you will tell me Maldives, you will tell me Mauritius, you will tell me Europe, London, or US, or whatever. Bangkok, that is also nice. Okay. Venice. So whatever it is, friends, right? Las Vegas. Wow. Las Vegas is, Gujarati people's favorite destination because they play so much of, cards there. Gambling is done, right? Today there is no rain in near my house. Okay, so today I'm getting clear view of sun. So don't be worried if I'm sun kissed today. Japan, North Korea. And North Korea is Kim Jong or what? Charan, they will make you sit and they will give you a new hairstyle. But anyway, so you are more brighter today. Yeah, thank you. I have applied new Instagram filter on my laptop. That's why. Sun soaked. Yeah, I don't know why people put like the sun kissed, sun soaked. If really sun kisses once, no, the person will be gone. right? Sun-kissed. Okay, let's move with the trend, no problem. So advancement of standard of living. Okay, this is what I have experienced, friends. So I can share this with you. Mumbai in 1990 and Mumbai in 2015. The standard of living in Mumbai, I am very sure I am giving the example of Mumbai because I have seen it growing. Of course, in 1990, I was not there. But my parents used to always say, it was like this. So I've taken the photograph. Yes, Sejal, I 100% agree. So advancement of standard of living because of international trade. Next one. New markets and new raw materials. Please write down. New markets and new raw materials. Now, students, if we do not participate in international trade, we will have only domestic market access. Plus, we can use the raw materials which are available only in the country. So first of all, no crude oil, no technology. Okay. Do you think we will be able to survive? Obviously, no. So the way we have grown now, we will need foreign funding and we will need, foreign products. So we can get access to new raw materials and we can also sell to the new markets in the world only when we go for international trade, right? So this is our data of imports and exports, friends. Our exports are less than imports, but I think marginally we are improving day by day. This is just for your understanding that India's imports are very heavy as compared to our exports, but we get to serve to other countries of the world. Also, we get the products from other countries of the world thanks to international trade. Next, please write down technological advancement. Point number 6, technological advancement. Now, I'm personally not a very great fan of Apple products, but I think this is my assumption. Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Many people of your age are actually very much attracted towards the Apple products. And of course, it's an individual choice. If you like it, of course, you should buy it. There is nothing that you should stop you from buying it. Even I want Apple products to be manufactured in India and supplied to the entire world. There will be so much of employment opportunities which will be created in the country. Right? Yes, Naveen, I agree. Yeah, so it's our individual choice. Okay, now I'm not an Apple user. I'm not Apple friendly person. I will tell you the reason also why I don't buy Apple. It's not that I cannot afford. My wife always says, or my brother also insists me, you should always buy Apple products. I say no. See, this is the strategy of Apple. First, you buy Apple phone. Now, to maintain the dignity of that phone, you will have to buy earphones. That is AirPods you will have to buy. Now, again, to maintain the dignity and to show that you are an Apple user, you will have to buy iWatch. Then now, once you have purchased these three products from Apple, you cannot carry Dell or HP laptop. Then you will go for MacBook. Once you have purchased MacBook, now you cannot give your presentation from MacBook. For that, you will need an iPad. So you don't understand, but you irrationally spend around 5 lakh rupees on these products. If I buy another products, all the products taken together, maximum 80,000 rupees I will spend. I spent 40,000 rupees on this laptop, 15,000 rupees on mobile phone, 500 rupees on headphones, and what else was there? iPad I don't need because this laptop is touchscreen. It can be converted like this. It can flip and it can do both the tasks. Right? Yes, HP laptop. So I don't need all these expenditure. 360-degree, correct? Watch. I have Titan watch. No problem. Shows the time nicely. I don't want to see digitally how much I have walked. Okay, undue pressure I don't want. Recently manufacturing price got leaked. It's just 30,000. I think it should be less than 30,000. 30,000 is also more for Apple products. So if you observe, students, in India today, we are having all this technology, yes or no? We are having this phone. This is called as iPhone, I think. Then this is iMouse, I don't know. AirPods, iPod, something AirPods, yeah. Then Apple Pencil, I forgot Apple Pencil. Now I got this pencil for free with this tab. For Apple, I will have to pay another thing, 15,000 rupees. This is worth 15,000. Extra kharcha. Okay, then we have this, I don't know what is this, but something. Then this is iPad, this is MacBook, this is AirPods, this is earlier it used to be there. I think something it was known. I don't know what. iPod. Yeah. iPod. Now they don't even provide charger in the box, right? Because they are saying they have become more eco-friendly. For becoming eco-friendly, you need to stop business of mobile phone. By stopping just giving charger, you are trying to make more money. Come on, people are not duffer. I mean, they are, but still, don't tell them no. Saving the world, my goodness. For saving the world, they should be giving you. See, ultimately, in every iPhone that they are launching, they are just increasing the RAM, hard drive, hard disk, and the camera clarity. Yes or no? They should be saying, see, we are very much concerned about the environment. You just pay 5,000 rupees more. Bring your phone to Apple. We will give you an upgraded. We will just replace these parts in your mobile phone. It will become from iPhone 12, it will become iPhone 13. Enjoy for next 2 years, no problem. Environment is protected, but they won't do that because it's a business loss. But moral of the story here would be, all this technology today we are getting in the country from other countries of the world, yes or no? Thanks to international trade, there is technological advancement, right? Yeah, price is increasing exponentially. I agree. Next one, point number 7. Acceptance of trade strengthens relationship. This is a very important point. Now, once you start trading with the world, don't you think the relationship between their country and our country improves? Right? These are very common images, students, available very easily on internet. Okay. You will see our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji with petrol pump. I mean, Donald Trump. Then Canada President. Then it is Russia's Putin and China's COVID. Okay. So all these people are now having very good relationship with India? Yes or no? Everyone considers India as a very good friend. Recently, students, what has happened when we were falling short of vaccines in our country, when there was second wave hitting us very badly. At that time, you must be knowing USA, Russia, Israel, all these countries, students, they came ahead and they offered us help. Now, don't take this in a wrong manner as an Indian, okay, that we are taking help from them. No, it's nothing wrong in that, right? Everyone in the world is helping each other. I am helping now, right now to you. Similarly, by paying fees, you are helping us. So the world is working on help, right? We also provided some vaccinations to them when we were having surplus of that. So it's always give and take relationship. Of course, no quid pro quo. We don't expect that they will be doing something in return, but of course they do. And similarly, we also know how to do it. Unfortunately, I did not get an image of Joe Biden and Narendra Modi, or else I would have put that. Anyways, but now you understand, right? The relationship between our country and other countries of the world are improving day by day, every day. Now, many people criticize Narendra Modi, saying that when he became the prime minister of the country, he was roaming here and there, always roaming in multiple countries. Now, you are free to say whatever you want to, and I'm no one to judge you on your statement. I don't know whether he was roaming or no, but I know one thing, that today India is sixth largest recipient of foreign investment in the world. India is today the third most preferred investment destination in the world. Before 2014, our rank was 137th. So you can imagine the way we have grown. When the entire world was crying, people are crying, people are not having, work, not having jobs, not having investment, businesses are bleeding. India alone received last year, 2020, $75,300 million investment from abroad. So you can imagine the way we are growing, friends. India is a very promising country. It hurts, especially to me, very much, because I see a lot of brain drain that is happening. Right? Today, every time I open Facebook, some of my ex-students would be writing, move to Toronto, move to New York. Like, it's their choice. Of course, I'm not asking them to stay back in India, but it hurts. I wish, you know, see, one small example I will give you, okay? And don't take this personally. Never ever take my examples personally. This is just for your understanding. Today Rajasthan is one of the most poorest states in the country. Bihar, UP, Rajasthan, Orissa, they are poor today. Let's accept it, no? But Rajasthanis, the Marwadis, they are not poor. Then how come Rajasthan is poor, sir? Because all the Rajasthanis who have made money have left Rajasthan. So they came to Mumbai, Mumbai has grown. So all the Marwadis came to Chennai, Chennai is growing. They came to Bangalore, Bangalore grown. Pune, Pune grown. But if they keep growing others, what about themselves? But look at Gujarat. Gujaratis are also rich and Gujarat is also rich. Why? Because Gujaratis brought business into Gujarat. They did not search business outside Gujarat. Do you understand the difference, friends? Do you understand the difference? See, every state has something to teach, and please, I request, don't take it personally. Okay, this is not about one community or one state. This is generic. If today Indians do the same thing with India, like how Rajasthanis have done with Rajasthan, I hope you understood, right? So we need not be what we have done with Rajasthan. We should be what we have done with Gujarat, or for that matter, what we have done with Bangalore, or for that matter, what we have done with Chennai and with Hyderabad also. Hyderabad, very rarely you will find people leaving their state and going to somewhere else. Chennai, I don't think they will go. Kerala, there is a high attrition rate. Kerala people all go to Gulf countries. Maximum people go to Gulf countries. And then after retirement, they come back. So, yeah, Neeraj, that's the fact. Yeah, Ronak. That is how it is, yeah, actually, I don't know, but things keep on happening. I just want India to stop this brain drain, actually. Punjabi is going to Canada, correct? So our relationship has improved with the world, but it's just that now India needs to improve the relationship with Indians, right? So ideally, we should not be, there is no pride. Let me tell you, when Sundar Pichai is working for Google students, and we Indians have this, artificial way of show off. Sundar Pichai is Indian and, Google head. Who said he is Indian? He's having green card, bro, not Aadhaar card. He was Indian once. Now he's not. Satya Nadella, Indian. No, he's not Indian. Right? Kamala Harris, my goodness. Kamala Harris, people talk Kamala Harris is Indian. Come on, yaar, have some maturity. Indra Nui is Indian. What are you saying? All are foreign nationals. Right? Simple. Ronak today cannot be called Marwadi. He will be called Hyderabadi because his family shifted to Hyderabad 35 years back. My dad shifted to Mumbai 50 years back when he was 10-year old. He cannot be called as Gujarati. I cannot be called as Gujarati. I will be called as Maharashtrian only. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So we get this wrong pride. Don't do that. Yeah, Tanishka, see. So, that is how it should be, I feel. Yeah, Karma Bhumi is more important, according to me, as compared to Janma Bhumi. Karma Bhumi is where you work and Janma Bhumi is where you are born. Okay, so India is getting better and better as far as investments are concerned. Next point. Lakshay, I agree. Next point, students, good quality products we are getting and there is increase in investment also. Please write down these points. Point number 8. Okay. So when we are talking about good quality products and investments, see, more and more FDI and FII is coming into India. Do you agree to this? And we are also having this upgradation in the products, better quality products are coming into our country. Like I can see today, many people have become, photographer because they are getting, DSLR cameras, right? They buy this DSLR and they try to capture animals, trees, plants, people, I don't know what not, everything. So I don't have any problem with these cameras, but my problem I will tell you. So whenever you go to a garden, you will always find some nibbas who are carrying this DSLR and all the nibbis will be, showing different poses. And by getting this, they take some sky photo and call themselves as photographer. Right. So, people are like that, what to do? Good quality product and increase in investment. I hope you are very clear in this. Point number 9, students, there will be economic efficiency in the country. Charan, my memes are actually very much flop here. Whatever I make, I don't know, people don't like it. I keep on sharing, but maybe I make very futuristic memes. But I keep on sharing. Yeah, hashtag photographer. Yeah, I try to. So economic efficiency. Now, if there is higher level of investment that is coming into our country, if we are trading with the world, okay, at that time, what will happen? Our production will increase. If our production increases, the income will also increase, investment will increase, expansion will increase. So there will be economic efficiency. This is a very important point, students. Put a star mark on this. And you have to write down what I am going to say. What is the meaning of economic efficiency? Please write down. Because of international trade, exports can be greater than imports. And why is exports greater than imports and what will be the effect? So this will increase the level of GDP, investments, employment, and national income also. Why did I put a star mark on this? Because this question particularly can be asked separately for 2 marks. Point number 9. Done. Last point, students, in this answer, point number 10. Stimulates economic growth. Stimulates economic growth. So similar to 9th point itself. So what is stimulating economic growth? There will be creation of job, poverty will decrease, factor income will increase, and standard of living will also increase, because of which the goods and services that are being demanded in the market will rise. So economic efficiency is from producer's perspective, whereas economic growth is from consumer's point of view. That's the only difference. So it is like, two sides of the same coin. Understood all the points and advantages. So these are the points, friends, that you need to remember. You need to by heart. Okay, but by hearting these lengthy points at times it become very difficult. So I have created one solution here. Let me tell you that. Advantages, first point was augments the scope for mechanization and specialization, diversification of exports, various ways to develop human resource, advancement of standard of living, new market, technological advancement, acceptance of trade, good practices, economic efficiency, and stimulates the economic growth. So the question is advantages. The answer ADVANTAGES is also advantages. So you can write down this, please. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Done? Yeah, Shri. That music in the background should play. Yeah. Oh, is it Afra? I was not aware about it. Okay. Let's go ahead to the next answer. What say? Comfortable now with advantages? Any 6 to 7 points of your choice. That's it. Any 6 to 7. Whatever you feel you are comfortable. You should be remembering that point. Yeah, sure, Akshita. Now, because we are into international trade, we get to know our specialization, what we are good at, and accordingly, we will increase our business in that direction. That is what first point says. Okay. Next, please write down disadvantages of international trade. Next heading in your notebook. Disadvantages in international trade. Yeah, Rahul, in 2 to 3 lines, you will have to explain. Now, one by one, let's understand what are the disadvantages, friends. First one is depressed demand of unskilled workers. When we talk about investors or when we talk about international trade, so they will come here and they will start with the business operations, friends, but they will be adapting more of capital intensive methodology. Yes or no? So whoever is unskilled worker, they will be losing their jobs because unskilled workers are the ones who can be easily replaced by technology. See, you cannot replace skilled professionals, but unskilled professionals can be easily replaced. I will give you some example here, possibly that will work. Look at the first example, the construction site workers. And in fact, students, now you will see, I'm very sure in the metropolitan, you must have seen the large skyscrapers that they are building. 50-story towers, 60-story towers they are building. In that, they don't have this bricks. They don't have, they have that cement slab, which is already manufactured by machine. They have to just bring it and install it. And that's why the construction happens so fast. So these people can be easily replaced. Now there is so much of vacancy which is available in the delivery, delivery arena, delivery boys, delivery girls, you know. But what if there is drone delivery which is started? Of course, in India, it will not be that successful sooner because in India, people will order 50 rupees make aloo tikki, keep the drone. Okay, so it is very difficult for India to have this kind of facility. Right, Hariharan, you are right. Just like trains, it will happen. So let's see. But right now we are having this problem that international traders, whenever they enter, there will be depressed demand of unskilled workers. Okay. Next, point number 2, inequality in market access. Correct question. Yes, Vansh. Yes, Someshwar. Inequality in market access. Now, does international trade benefit all the nations equally, students? No. It is beneficial to some, not so beneficial to others. So there is inequality. Now, when we talk about companies like Amazon, Citibank, and Google who are entering into the market, or they have already entered into Indian markets, correct me if I am wrong, Amazon has built its largest office in Hyderabad. Am I right? Largest office. Because of that, the government has planned expansion of their metro rails also. that will connect to the Amazon office. Citibank, the headquarters are there in Mumbai, and Google is there in Chennai, in Bangalore, I think. Yeah, Chennai and Bangalore, they are there. So my friends, tell me one thing. They are coming to Mumbai, they are coming to Chennai, they are coming to Hyderabad, but will they go to places like Patna, Lucknow, Nasik? Huh? Will they go to 2-tier cities, 3-tier cities, or even rural areas? No. Inequality in market access. Please write down point number 3, severe effect on domestic industries. Not exactly Naveen, but I will tell you. Yes, man. Severe effect on domestic industries. Now, on the screen, students, you will be having Indian mobile companies. Do you see that? Cellcon, Intex, Carbon, Lava, Eyeball, Life, Onida, Micromax, Spice, Videocon, Zolo, and you. How many of you are having this mobile phone, using this mobile phone right now? Any one of them? Today, the survival of domestic industries have different, has become difficult. Correct, no? I'm sure many of you must have not even heard about some of the names. These are all Indian mobile manufacturers. But on the flip side, which are the top mobile phone brands in the country? Apple, Samsung, MI, OnePlus, Oppo, Nokia, Vivo, Xiaomi, Huawei, Lava, Lenovo, U, Asus, and Jio. So, Someshwar, on the left side, it is Indian mobile companies. On the right side, it is top mobile brands in India. So Indian mobile brand can be the top mobile brand. So it is one of the top 20 companies, not even 10. So if you observe, friends, in this case, India or Indian phone companies' performance in India is very poor. And you won't believe what I am saying. Still, these companies survive. Cellcon, Intex, Carbon, all these companies are surviving today. Why? Because Indians don't buy Indian products, but Africans do buy. So we are selling to other countries of the world. Understood? Isn't it strange? But so, severe effect on our domestic industries. And not only that, I will show you one more image. These are the brands which are operating or working hard in India. Right? They are selling shoes. Top brands in our India. H&M, Nike, Gucci, Gap, I don't know, Zara, Levi's, Adidas. Right? And Indian brands, not that great. Right? Now, Fatima has observed a very important thing here. She's saying, sir, but the quality of Indian products is not that great. Well, tell me one thing. Uh, think about it, okay? Just an idea, like as per my thought. Indian companies are not able to give a better quality product. Is it because they can't give? Or is it because people don't want to spend a high price on Indian products? Think about it. Option number 2, isn't it? See, if I tell you, I'm launching a product, okay, a clothing brand called as Madhura Garments. Will in India people accept this? People would say, Madura Garment, what is this brand? Shirt. I said, shirt, very nice brand. Madura Garments, 2,500 rupees only. Oh, are you mad or what? Give me at 200 rupees. Remove Madura Garments, put Allen Solly. Now people will be paying. Let me tell you, Allen Solly, Peter England, Louis Philippe, Van Heusen, all these 4 brands are owned by Madura Garments. Surprised? Madura Garment is a subsidiary company of Aditya Birla Group. Now, if they put the name here, Madura, will people buy? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? So, is it Indians can't provide good quality products, or Indians are not willing to pay for an Indian brand? That's the problem. See, if you see Allen Solly, you are willing to pay. But if you see Kumar shirts, you are not willing to pay. So, unfortunately, bichara Indians, what they have to do, they have to adopt this foreign brand. Peter England is not Peter England, my friend. It is made by Patel Bhai in Ulhasnagar. So actual name is Patel Ulhasnagar. But if you call it as Patel Ulhasnagar, will people buy it? That's why Peter England. Understood now? So we have to play this, mind games with Indian consumers in order to sell the products. Branding. Yeah, I know everything is branding today. Next one, accounts to rivalry and severe competition. I love this image. This image is of trade war between US and China. I'm sure you must have heard about it. So we thought when we start with international trade, all the countries of the world will come together. But don't you think, students, instead of coming together, they are drifting apart? There is now strong rivalry. Who is going to acquire more and more countries? Who is going to do more business? Severe competition, cutthroat competition we can observe in the market. Yes or no? That's the disadvantage. Point number 5, please write down. Dependence can be risky. Let's learn it from our foreign, from our ancestors. We were over dependent on Britishers for all the goods and services. What happened? Did we survive that kind of trade? No. Ultimately, they started looting us. Right? There was so much of harassment. So many people were exploited in the country. So moral of the story here, never ever be over dependent on anyone, be it any country. And this is the most important part of today's lecture, I would tell you. If you want to be ever dependent, be only self-dependent. Because nowadays, the people of our own country don't even like if their parents are also dependent on them. Right? You must have seen the situation of many old age people. Same people on whom the kids were dependent for their entire life. Once these kids grow up, they are not willing to take the responsibility of their own parents. How disturbing that is. Not even disturbing, it is disgusting. Right? But we can't change the fact. Let's not get philosophical or emotional about that, but that's the fact. So dependence of any kind, friends, can be very, very, very risky. This is what we have learned in the past. And this is India saying this to UK. or Great Britain. We invited them so that we thought they will do business with us, but they started looting us. Yes, Lakshay, that's true, very true. Dangerous Chinese strategy. Right. Next. I know, yeah, Himanshu. So earlier they used to take gold and diamonds from India. Today now, because we are no longer having too much of gold, or they cannot loot it directly, so they are taking our human beings who are more precious than. Yesterday itself I scolded one boy. Okay, one of my very close friend, his cousin. Okay, he followed me on Instagram yesterday. Okay, yesterday. So I just checked his profile. On that it was written, UK, my country, I love you. I immediately called him up and took him left and right. Within 15 minutes, he changed everything. I asked him to take off all the UK flags from his profile. So I'm very strict in that domain. Everywhere else, I can be chilled out, not here. Can't we get that Kohinoor? We don't want actually, Rishabh. Let me tell you that. Let them have Kohinoor. Right? Why, sir? Because if it is there in UK, at least we know it is there. When it comes to India, we don't know which politician would have sold it to whom. And we will be searching. At least there it is safe. We know at least it is there. Right? So welfare of the people is ignored. That's our next point, friends. Now look at this image. If you check this image, this guy is carrying around maybe 15 to 20 kgs on his back. Of course, you ask any physiotherapist students, you would not see any physiotherapist recommending this. But people are doing this, isn't it? Not only that, let me show you one more image. 30 minutes or free. Right? So because your pizza has to reach you in 30 minutes, these people will put their life on risk. Imagine their life is so cheap, can be traded easily for a free pizza. Right? This is the condition of the bikers and the bike. Look at the bike that they carry, my student. This is terrible state. But are these foreign investors, international traders interested in giving better welfare to the people? The answer is no. Welfare of the people will be ignored. Point number 7, please write down, activities may not be transparent. What, Himanshu? Activities may not be transparent. Now, students, this is our healthy breakfast range, which is this foreigners call. Yes or no? They make chocos, then cornflakes, I don't know what else. Is this really healthy? It has very high sugar content. Cereals, all the cereals are stupid only. Then there is Mountain Dew. I have shown you Mountain Dew ad, isn't it? Right? Then we have also seen this Monster, Red Bull, all these drinks. All these drinks, students, are containing a very, very, very high level of sugar content in it, yes or no? Do they disclose all these information? No. Right? So something is definitely fishy. Red Bull contains alcohol. I don't think so, Someshwar. It contains alcohol. Like, I'm not aware about it. However, acha, it has. I was not knowing about this. Okay. So you're saying 0.1%. Okay. I don't know whether it is having or no, but it's not good for our health. So we should, if you really want to have any energy drink, try coconut water. Available at half the price of Red Bull, and you will feel more energetic than the Red Bull. I'm very sure about it. Right? Sweet lime juice is also very good. Orange juice is very good. You get it very easily in the market. Yeah, Himanshu, you will get it 25% in some cases. In Mumbai, we are paying 60%, so 60 rupees. So I thought it is around 50%. Next one and last one. Yes, Vansh. Natural resources will be exploited. Will they be bothered about our natural resources, friends? That's an amazing thing, Manvi. Incredible. This is a very common thing, students. Forest, natural resources are all destroyed. Ocean is being destroyed because we go on trading more and more, right? And if we go on trading more and more, what will happen? The market will not be able to survive. Earth will be bleeding. It is exactly what is happening right now, right? So this is the answer that we are having. Disadvantages. The question is disadvantages, and the answer is also disadvantage. 8 points I have given to you because maximum you have to write is 6 to 7. So this much will be sufficient. Manishwar, if it is diverting into the production, then government will not try to restrict that. If it is free flow of funds, then it is a problem. Yes, Shri, that's true. Somalia is a very good example for that. And India is also following that, I think. But recently, I think yesterday the announcement came from 1st of July 2022, all the single-use plastic will be banned. Is that correct? Am I right? There are a lot of startups opportunity which is going to be there in the market, which are the single-use plastic alternatives. Think over it. Done. So that completes our advantages and disadvantages of international trade. I am not aware about that, Ronak. Himanshu, I agree with that point. Next part, friends, it is mercantilist view of international trade. Now, let me tell you one thing, students. When mercantilist view was present, it is before the birth of Adam Smith, how trade was done. Adam Smith, you know, right? Who is called as father of economics. Okay. So when we are talking about mercantilist view, at that time, people were not knowing anything. Okay. I must have told you about human behavior and animal behavior comparison. See, the only thing that makes us different from animals is that we started trading. Before we started trading, our behavior was exactly like animal behavior. Animals also mark their territory. We humans also used to mark our territory. Whenever we felt lack of resources or less resources, what we will do, we will not ask other territory to help. No, we will acquire them. Either we surrender or we overtake them. This is exactly what animals do even today. You must have seen dogs, right? So they have made their territory. So some opposite gang person, or I mean dog, enters into their territory, they start barking together. Now, please don't ask me this, okay? Sir, if I go there, then also they start barking. So that is what, dog psychology. I don't know who, they consider you what, I don't know. That is something personal. I am not aware about it. So our behavior was also like dogs only, or like lions, or like tigers, just like animals. But we need to change, right? So we started trading. And in trade, the first theory that we started was mercantilist view. Now, what did mercantilist view say? Let's talk about that. So in case of mercantilist, you can write down the heading, okay, friends? Have you copied down the heading? First heading, mercantilist view of international trade. Just copy down this part. Now, don't copy anything now. Let me explain this entire part first, and then you can copy it down. Now, according to mercantilist view, when you want to trade, for the purpose of trade, either you have to be an exporter or you have to be an importer. Do you agree to this? Now you would say, sir, but this is today also possible. No, no. Today you cannot be just exporter or just importer. Today you are both. All the countries of the world are engaged into both exports as well as imports. Do you agree to this? But mercantilists were of an opinion that either you have to be an exporter. Why, sir? Because the exporter will always go on selling more and more. So more and more goods will be sold by the exporter to the importer, and importer in return will give away all its gold and silver. Sir, why gold and silver? Because at that time currency or foreign exchange was not available. So the entire trade was done in gold. Yes or no? So if the exporters go on giving more and more goods and services, and in return they go on getting more and more gold and silver, ultimately what will happen? Don't you think exporters will become more and more rich, and importers will go on becoming more and more poor? Yes or no? So if exporters become more and more rich, if importers become more and more poorer, students, don't you think if this is a game, then exporter will always win and importers will always lose? So when in a game one party always wins and the other one always loses, this type of game is also called as zero sum game. What's the name? Zero sum game. That's mercantilist view. Yes, sum is SUM. That's the that's the terminology actually that we are using here. Understood? Please copy this part, because if I go to the next part, this will be gone. So let me know if you have 100% copied this, because this will be gone and it will not come again. Okay, Jay. Okay, Chaitra. Okay, Someshwar. All right, Kushal. Okay, Janvi. So if everyone has completed, can we go ahead? Okay, Rishabh. Yes, Lakshay. Shweta, it's not that exporter can't import. They will import, but only the goods that are necessary for them. They will not enter into a trade. They will not give them an opportunity to sell or they will not be willing to purchase. Are you aware about any country who has adopted this type of methodology? Any country you have come across? No? Okay, Manju. You need not think that much, friends, because this is exactly what happened with India. Britishers were the exporters and we were the importers. They went on selling more and more goods, and we had no other option, but we went on purchasing and giving away entire gold and silver base. And when there was nothing left to be taken from us, they started taking our human beings, started making slaves, started taking taxes from us. And when we started protesting and we were not left with anything in the world, then they divided our country into three parts and left our country. That's England for all of us. Okay? Forgive, but don't forget. In modern day, don't become slave of Britishers again, just by going there and again working for their organizations and calling them sir, 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 sir. Even if you want to go there, no problem. Accumulate more and more wealth. Come back to India and create jobs for Indians. That's how we can pay back to our country. Britishers ruled us, then why we have good relations with them? My friend, we do not have bad relations with anyone. That's the problem of India. Even after COVID situation, we will still have Chinese food. Right? Even if Pakistan tries to destroy India for 100 times, we will still, offer them help 101st time. Momos is imported. I was not aware about it. I thought it is Indian. People will buy Redmi, no? People buy Redmi, Xiaomi, Realme, Chinese brand. Stop buying that, no? Don't buy these artificial lamps on Diwali. Take it from the local, market, from the elderly citizens who are seen in the market. Buy from them. Now I'm back. Okay, there is some electricity problem in San Francisco here today. Oh, California. So OnePlus, yes, it is Chinese product. Thank you, Sai. Yes, Lava is going to launch its product soon. Let's see. I'm also waiting. Okay. So done with this part? Yeah, sure, Kushal. No problem. Is Lava an Android phone? Yes, my friend. So let's talk about now mercantilist view of international trade. See this. Mercantilism is an economic theory which advocates the government regulation of international trade, and their main aim is to generate wealth and strengthen the national power. Merchants and the government, they work together. East India Company and British government worked together. East India Company were the merchants. Okay. Work together to reduce their trade deficit sorry, and create a surplus. Mercantilism is a form of economic nationalism which funds their corporate military and national growth. This was very dominant. Please write down this. Very dominant in Europe between 1500 and 1800. Done. Countries all wanted to export more than they imported. So they wanted to export more as compared to their imports. And in return, what would they get? They would receive gold and silver. And who are the countries who are doing this? We have studied that in our history, in our childhood. It was Holland, France, Spain, England, who were trying to exploit the countries, especially the Asian countries and the African countries. Correct? Next. Mercantilism depends upon colonialism, as the government would use military power to conquer government land or foreign lands. This is what exactly was done by Britishers. They tried to conquer our land, introduce their military in our country, and not only that, hired our people in their own military. So they made few Indians against many Indians. Right? Divide and rule was their policy. Mercantilists also believe that more and more gold and silver, that means they will become more and more richer. This I have already told you. This view argues a zero-sum game. What is the meaning of zero-sum game? Winners who win does so at the expense of the losers. That means one country will always win and the other country will always lose. Arun, it is nothing but setting up colonies or the companies to acquire place from your own country. Right, Shri? Nikhil is asking, can you explain that image? Sure, why not? See, they have made multiple colonies, right? But the colonies were not allowed to trade amongst themselves. It was only the mother country, that is the acquiring country, will be trading with both of them. This is how it used to work. They used to set colonies in multiple countries of the world, accumulate the wealth and go back to their own country. Right? So this was mercantilist view. Done? Understood this entire part? Now friends, do you understand Hindi little? There are few Hindi things which I am going to show here. Okay. So if you understand little also, you will get this right. Now this is a short story between India and Britishers to explain the mercantilist view. Okay, but I will also translate. Don't worry about that if you don't understand what is written. Okay. So short story on mercantilist view of international trade. So first of all, many people ask me, why did Britishers come to India? See, more than Britishers, Indians were excited. I don't know, there is some, craze in Indian mind. They become very happy when they see foreigners. I must have told you this. When foreigners visit Taj Mahal, foreigners take pictures with Taj Mahal. When Indians visit Taj Mahal, Indians take picture with foreigners. Right? So this is, I don't know why this is crazy, but still it is there. So when Britishers came to India, Indians were dancing like this, stating we were waiting for you. So see, this Ajay Devgan, Bolo Zuban Kesari, is foreigner here. And this is India, so happy. See. But did it stop there? No, it just started there. So when India was given various products by East India Company, they started giving us many products. They started giving us soap, hair oil, shampoo, conditioner, new type of clothes, and we became excited. So this was our excitement level. We were very happy. Okay, let's carry on. Next. But soon Indians were exploited by the Britishers. And friends, we were not happy about it. We were hurt. So Indians were confused what to do, what not to do. We are still confused. Should we protest against them? So kya karu, kya na karu? Should we leave them? You know, that is the kind of relationship status where we call it as complicated. You cannot live with the person and you cannot leave the person. Okay. So this was India's position. But later on, India asked UK, why you are doing this to us? We gave you place to stay. We welcomed you here with open heart. And this is what you give in return in a relationship. So this is what UK says to India. This is business, right? Because they wanted more and more money. But what did we do? Did we allow the exploitation? No. So we threw them out. But after they left, we were very hurt, you know. Whatever kind of relationship we have, when it ends, it's really painful. So this is Indians to Britishers. We will survive without you. Don't worry. Go. And lastly, when actually Britishers left, so this is India's message to UK, the last one. Okay. So we thought they are friend, but they looted us. They cheated us. They mistreated us. And they took our wealth, our pride, our glory. Right. So I hope you are very clear in this. Yeah. So today is 14th August. Once thanks for reminding. There cannot be another day to discuss all these things. So in actual sense, we can sense freedom. And India is the only country, friends, which gives you freedom in everything. See, country gives you freedom. Okay, parents don't give, that is still a different thing. That's a different story. Now don't comment, sir, where there is freedom. See, country gives you complete freedom. You can do whatever you want to. You can live as the way you want. Now parents don't do that. That's a different story. That's personal matter. Okay. So I hope you are very clear in this part. 100% understood. We'll do one more theory. What say? Theory of absolute advantage. Simple, small story. Okay. So mercantilist view is done. Now, theory of absolute advantage, friends. Who gave this theory? So this gentleman, who is this person? Any guesses? Who is this person? Yeah, correct. Shakespeare. No, no, no. He is Adam, some foreigner. Adam Smith, my friend. Okay. Now, will you remember this Adam Smith? So he is so called the father of economics. Okay. Today in dream he will come. No, don't worry. His Shraddh is already done. His Punarjanam has also completed. So don't worry. His Atma will not fly over your head. Or else I would have not taken this risk, no? So anyway. Now students, to understand Adam Smith's theory, we'll have to come back to this part. See, what did Adam Smith say? Adam Smith criticized this theory. Which theory, sir? Mercantilist view. And why is that so? Because Adam Smith was of an opinion that this theory is completely stupid. Because you can sell only as long as the importer is willing to buy. Once they stop buying, what will you do? At that time, they will not be ending up poor. You will be ending up poor because you will not have purchasers. You will not have the buyers to buy your product. So your economy will enter into recession. See, whatever you say about Adam Smith, but one thing we cannot, be against of. He had brains. So he said, let me make one theory. So according to Professor Adam Smith, now what he wanted to say, I will tell you. See, is one person good at everything? When I started my teaching journey, students, I used to teach, accountancy, financial accounting, management accounting. I used to teach costing. I even taught, strategic management. I had taught audit. All these subjects I used to teach, and along with that, economics. Right. But later on, I realized my forte is not that other subjects. It is economics. I cannot be good at everything, but definitely I can be good at one thing. I will master only that one thing, not everything else. Same is with countries. Can India be good at everything, students? But India is definitely good at something. So according to Professor Adam Smith, whatever India is good at, they should produce only that. And whatever is other country good at, let them produce that and you just exchange. Simple, no? So if let's say India is good at one product, if India is good at manufacturing, let's suppose agricultural products, if Japan is good at manufacturing, let's suppose technology, what to do? Just switch. Exchange. Yes or no? Right? Yes. So this is the competitive advantage, as Jay is saying. Absolutely correct. So now that is absolute advantage theory. Let's have a look at it. I'm giving the heading here, theory of absolute advantage. Was given by Professor Adam Smith in the year 1776 in his book Wealth of Nations. Now, according to his theory, we are considering 2 into 2 model. What is this 2 into 2 model? 2 countries, 2 product. See, here we are seeing production per hour of labor in India and let's suppose in Sri Lanka. Now, two products we are considering here. One is wheat, the other one is cloth. Ready? Okay. So now see this. Let's say India can produce 10 units of wheat in 1 hour of labor. And Sri Lanka can produce only 2 units of wheat in 1 hour of labor. India can produce 2 units of cloth in 1 hour of labor, and Sri Lanka can produce 8 units of cloth in 1 hour of labor. The question here is, does India need wheat? Like, do we consume wheat? Yes, we do. Do we need clothes? Yes, we wear clothes, right? Sri Lanka, they must also be eating wheat, yes or no? Yeah. Sri Lanka must also be wearing clothes? No? Right? Now, even if it is a tourist destination surrounded by, all the beaches, that doesn't mean they will be roaming naked on streets, okay? They will be wearing clothes. So, both the countries need both the things. Only then we can talk about trade, no? If one country doesn't need the another thing, let's suppose if instead of wheat it was beef, India would be saying we don't need it, let it be. Understood? So only when both the countries need both the products, then only trade is possible. So in this case, what is India's opportunity cost? Can I say India's opportunity cost is 5:1? Okay, what is this 5:1? In the time period that India can produce 5 units of wheat, in the same time it can produce only 1 unit of cloth. So India is having a productive efficiency in producing wheat as compared to cloth. Do you buy that? Similarly, in case of Sri Lanka, can you write it in the chat box? What will be the opportunity cost if you have understood this? Fantastic, Laksha. I can see Mahesh. You can. Okay, Someshwar, that's right. Ovia, that's right. Oh, fantastic. You know this already. Amazing, guys. So Sri Lanka is having an opportunity cost of 1:4. The question here would be, should they trade with this given propositions or they should not trade? If they trade, then it is advantage, or if they do not trade, then it's an advantage. I can see your answers. All of you are saying that, sir, they should trade. Trading is an advantage. So can you tell me, students, India should produce more of what? Fantastic. You all are saying India should produce more of wheat. See, you know this theory. I'm hardly explaining anything. I'm just asking you questions and you're giving the answers. Similarly, Sri Lanka should produce more of cloth. Wonderful. Done. Theory is done. Okay. So let me just add the numerical part to it. Is it okay if I take 3-4 minutes today more? Sorry, 3-4 minutes. Okay. Look at this. I'll show you both the cases. First one is without trade. And second one would be with trade. Without trade and with trade. These are the two things. Right? Now, see this. If let's suppose it is without trade, what will happen? India will produce wheat. So in 1 hour of labor, India will be producing 10 units of wheat. Do you understand? 1 hour 10 W. Similarly, India will employ 1 hour of labor and get what? 2 units of cloth. So the total production of India would be 10 W plus 2C. Similarly, in case of Sri Lanka, 1 hour of labor will give them 2 units of wheat. 1 hour of labor will give 8 units of cloth. So the total production would be 2W plus 8C. How much is the total output here? 12W plus 10C in 4 hours of labor. Do you agree to this? Please copy this. Now the question here is, if we trade, then will it be better position? So let's take your opinion, students. You have said that let India produce only wheat. So now India will divert all its productive resources to produce only wheat. So 2 hours of labor India will employ, in that it will be producing 20 units of W. And Sri Lanka will put 2 hours of labor in order to produce 16 units of C, that is cloth. So India plus Sri Lanka will be collectively producing 20 units of W plus 16 units of cloth in 4 hours of labor. Don't you think, students, the production has increased? So it is better, isn't it? So give me the final verdict. Should we go with red or should we go with green? First or second? You are saying second one, green one. Fantastic. So when you say green part, students, that means what, you know? That means you are following a theory which is called as theory of absolute advantage. This green part itself is theory of absolute advantage. Copied this part. Today we understood advantages and disadvantages, right, of international trade. After that, out of 5 theory, we have understood 2 theories, that is mercantilist view and absolute advantage theory. Hopefully you have understood everything. Just let me solve one query here. Preeti, see, in 1 hour, India can produce 10 units of wheat. In 2 hours, it will be 20 double. In 1 hour, Sri Lanka can produce 8 units of cloth. In 2 hours, it will be 16 units. That is how 20 and 16. Okay. So I hope you are very clear in whatever we have studied today. I'll see you again in the next lecture. Next lecture is in the next week, I think, not tomorrow. Yeah. So wishing you all a very, very, very happy Independence Day. Right? Do spend some time in remembering our freedom fighters, our very own nation, right? And express your gratitude towards this country. Okay, because this is not one of the best, but best country in the world. Jai Hind, Jai Economics. Jai Hind again. Bye bye. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Chalo, bye bye. Take care. God bless you all. Okay. I'll see you again in the next class. Bye, friends. Bye bye. Have a good day. Have a good day. Bye.